What's up, YouTube? Jeremy Martin 72 here with another how-to, and in this situation this is a how-to on the camera of the Fire HD8. Now normally I would start off with the quick open gesture since the Fire HD is Android based. It will use a lot of the same gestures that you'll get on any other Android based device. And the quick open for the camera is hitting the power button twice fast. And now normally I would do this, but my screen capture recorder doesn't like it when I do it. So I'm just going to open it up with the camera app. Now, starting off right off the bat, in the middle of the screen, down to the bottom, is a huge white circle. That is your shutter button. And every time you take a picture, in the bottom right-hand corner, will create an avatar of the most recent picture taken. And upon activating it, will open up the Photos app and show you the pictures that you have taken so far with your camera, or whatever you've uploaded and whatnot. Underneath of the recent picture avatar is a 3 white dots. Open the tray up. The first to the left in line is a timer button with a 3-second variable and a 10-second variable. To choose a variable, you just leave it on the time that you want. In this situation, it's 3 seconds, and then touch the shutter. Now, if you accidentally start a timer, you can always cancel it with the X button. All right. Next is a grid for deep nerd stuff, if you want to line things up and whatnot. Sometimes it comes in useful, sometimes it whatever. The next choice is whether you want HDR or not. This is very, very simple, very user-friendly. And the the circle of arrows switches the cameras from front-facing to selfie. And just like any other Android, if you touch anywhere you touch on the screen, will tell the camera what you want priority to be sent to, where you want the focus to be, and all that other stuff. All right, that's all for that. Okay, to open up the main options tray, you're going to touch the screen on the left and drag over to the right. And in this situation, we're in camera mode. That's why it's highlighted. And in the bottom right-hand corner is a white gear, which is going to take us into general settings, or settings in this situation. And the top choice is going to be resolution and quality. And this is just like any other camera. You know, I can't tell you what to do in this situation. These are your choices to make. What you like, what you feel needs to be done, and experience with the camera does make the difference on whether you can get the maximum efficiency out of these choices that you make here. Me personally, I like 16:9 is always good. Same here. This tablet isn't much for camera choices. Yeah, HD 720 is the highest you get on back and front. All right, and go back into the general settings. We're going to click the back arrow on the top. Now, save location. If you are one of those privacy freaks, you are going to want to turn this off. If you turn it, I don't care. I leave mine turned on because I like a time stamp and a location stamp on the photos that I make. Advanced. brings you to a button that says manual exposure. This is more deep nerd stuff. I don't mess with manual exposure, but I'll show you what it does. We turn it on, and you go all the way back to the camera, and you hit the 3 white dots, and now you have a 5th option in your tray to be able to choose exposure variables. All right, and I'm not going to mess with that. You can play around with that if you want. So I'm going to drag over to the right again and open up the gear to go into settings, go into advanced, and I'm going to turn manual exposure off. Now I'm going to hit the arrow again twice and go right back into the camera. Camera is always default here. I'm going to drag from the left to the right, and I'm going to go to video. And every time you open up a new setting in this situation, we were in camera, now video is highlighted. Every time you open up a new setting, you want to check out the 3 white dots in the bottom corner. You want to open up the utility tray to see what options you have. In this situation, you got the nerd grid, and you have the circle of arrows that switches cameras over to selfie. And that's pretty much it. It really is that simple. It's not that much of a camera. Like I said before, I mean, this is a very low cost tablet. So it's a functioning camera for the price that you pay. And my brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Become security aware. If you buy a VPN, do your homework on it, and Google on.